It's been about a week since the drought of UFC fights, and I can't take it anymore. So I thought this would be the perfect time to create videos that could ease new fans into the sport without immediately calling them a casual. A casual's guide, if you will. Now, there's a misconception that if you don't know every fighter on the prelims or even anyone coming up from the regional promotions, then you should be labeled a casual. I'm here to tell you, it's not that deep. If you want to start understanding the UFC, I would begin by looking up one particular division and just know the champion, its ranked contenders, and maybe 2-3 guys just outside of the rankings. That is why over the next several months, I will be dedicating my time producing the UFC Casuals Guide, where I provide general overviews of champions and highly touted contenders across the UFC divisions, from heavyweight to men's flyweight for now. With that being said though, I present to you the UFC Casuals Guide Heavyweight Edition. And what better way to start this series than to talk about one of MMA's greatest of all time, Jon Jones. For those of you who don't know much about Jon Jones' career, Jones was the former light heavyweight champion and currently holds the UFC Heavyweight Championship belt. The reason why many consider Jones as the GOAT is because he holds the record for the most consecutive number of title defenses across any division at 13. He eventually relinquished his UFC light heavyweight title, came back after 3 years, and then won the vacant UFC heavyweight belt. Now, as for what allowed for Jones to dominate for so long, are his physical attributes, diverse skill set, and his ability to adapt to the fight. Jones stands at 6 feet 4 inches tall with an 84.5 inch reach advantage, which is the longest reach advantage out of anyone in the heavyweight division. In addition to his physical attributes, Jones has been able to develop top-tier skills in wrestling, jiu-jitsu, and Muay Thai. But as for what truly makes Jon Jones dangerous is his ability to adapt to the fight. A lot of Jones fights, you'll notice, especially early on, they're pretty close, or you could say that Jones is losing sometimes. Jones has been able to create perfect counters, though, against his opponents to turn the tide of the fight around. Perfect examples of this would be Jones versus Lyoto Machida, Jones versus Gustafsson, and Jones versus Daniel Cormier too. Safe to say, during his prime, Jones was an impeding force of doom, and no matter how hard you try, Jones would always find a way to win. That being said, Jones is by no means a flawless fighter. Despite technically being undefeated for nearly 10 plus years, Jones's career is very questionable. Multiple counts of DUIs, 1 count of domestic violence, 1 count of a hit and run, 1 count of resisting arrest, multiple counts of abusing steroids while competing, and allegedly threatening to kill a drug tester. Now, Jones fans will justify these actions because Jones has been competing and winning against the best of the best for years. But that hasn't been the case in a long time. After his controversial win against Dominic Reyes, Jones relinquished his light heavyweight title for undisclosed reasons, and he sat on the sidelines for nearly 3 years. He did dominate the number 1 heavyweight contender at the time, Cyril Gane, but as of March 2023, due to a pectoral injury, Jones has been sitting on the sidelines once more. To make matters worse, Jones is now refusing to fight his interim champion, Tom Aspinall, because Aspinall does not have enough wins over former champions for Jones to fight him. And I think, quite frankly, that's why most people are just sick of Jones at this point. Rather fighting the rightful contender of the heavyweight division, Jones is looking to fight Stipe Miocic. Miocic is now 41 years old. He hasn't fought in 3 years and is coming back from the Shadow Realm after Francis Ngannou sent him there in 2020. Most likely, though, Jones is going to retire after this or call for a super fight with Alex Pereira. Either way, I don't think he wants to fight Tom Aspinall at this point. And that's all you need to know about Jon Jones currently. Like I mentioned earlier, this video is a brief overview about Jones over the last few years, not his career in general. If you guys want to know more about Jones, let me know in the comments down below. Otherwise, thank you guys for sticking around to the end of this video. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.